OCM.
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 We would like to acknowledge that Camosun College
is located on the traditional territories
of the Lkwugen and W SÁNEĆ peoples.
In respect of these cultures, our college is proud to recognize
that Camosun is an indigenous word meaning
where different waters meet and transform.
We are empowered to be a vibrant, life-changing center
where people from different backgrounds meet, learn together, and are changed.
Camosun College is honored for
the opportunity that we all have to work, learn,
and compete on these lands.
Haichka.
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 Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Pacific Institute for Sport Education and second match of our doubleheader between the Camosun Chargers and the Capilano Blues. The Capilano Blues and the Chargers fairly closely matched so far this season. I think the Blues are maybe one position higher than the Chargers right now. All the teams battling for a playoff spot. So this is a very important weekend for both of them.
Yeah, it's a tight race for a playoff positioning here in the PACWEST on the men's side. The Blues right now 8-8, so an even record, third in the conference. A split with the Chargers on their first meeting back in November. And they're coming off a bye. Their last matchup against the Bearcats a split as well. The Chargers currently number 4 in the conference, 7-9. So we have also the Royals sitting at 7-9, the Mariners at 9-7. So the only team guaranteed with a playoff spot is the College of the Rockies, number 1 in the playoff picture. And then the other 4 teams battling for 3 spots. So crucial matchup here tonight at PACWEST for the Chargers. Hopefully leaving the weekend with 2 wins on the belt.
Well, there's 4 matches left in the season for them, and so every W is going to be critically important. Capilano Blues are starting Quentin Middleton, Liam Martin, Connor Collison-Lee, Shub Wander, Reese Nowotny, Tygan Luke, and Kyle Hinchy. And the Camosun Chargers, they are going with Matt Rappin, Oliver Westhaven, Edvard Adolfsson wearing number 7, Eli Woldring 8, Kyle Stadola 9, Rainer Gomez, he is wearing number 10, Huxley Wendland in the middle wearing 18, and Des Arthurs an opposite middle wearing number 19. So this should be an interesting matchup. The teams going through their customary handshake before they start to play. And we have the head official who will be up. The secondary official, or the R2, will be down. Lines people on the 2 corners. It's a best of 5 match. Rally point scoring to 25. If it does go to the 5th set, that will be to 15 points. Each set you must win by 2. Capilano was coached by Irvin Brar. He is their head coach. Former provincial team player, played in the CIS, played overseas in Europe, so he knows his stuff. Has come back, 2nd year in that position, and had the pleasure to coach him when he was, I think, 16 years old, which dates me, of course. On the other side, Kelvin Ma, another coach that I've worked with at the Canada Games, and he's now in charge of these Chargers. Won a national championship, competed in nationals the next year. So both these coaches young but experienced.
Experienced coaches, should be an exciting matchup here. Both teams, pretty young teams as well. Capilano mostly 1st and 2nd years with a bunch of the starters on the 3rd year, and here we go.
Yes, Capilano last year had 14 first-year players, if you can believe that. And the Chargers start by killing that ball out of the middle with Des Arthurs.
Yeah, textbook side out here by the Chargers. Perfect pass, Des Arthurs. 2 blockers in front of him. Hit it across his body, able to score. Chargers open up the score.
There's a float serve taken in the middle. Chargers with a stop on the ball. Is set high on the outside, and on that little power tip coming from Edvard, that ball is down. Adolfsson from Norway.
Yeah, great touch on the middle there by Des, allowing the Chargers to pick up that ball. High set to the left side. Edvard, a little power tip into the block, scores.
Another one coming in the middle. This one is long. So typically what you're going to see in men's volleyball, trying to establish that middle early, get those middles to stay at home on the blocking side, and then feed that ball to the wings, and hopefully you got those gaps in there.
Exactly, yeah, that we can see that's what the Blues and the Chargers are trying to do here at the start of this 1st set. Chargers 3-0.
A bit of an errant pass here, now coming from the back row, and this one is right on the end line. Beautiful shot. Just caught a piece of that end line. That was coming from Luke Tygan.
Yeah, Lkwugen, 6'9", student athlete, currently ranked number 5 in kills per set.
Yes, he's a long drink of water, that boy. This one's in the middle, but it is out of bounds. So the Chargers not able to convert. Decent pass.
Yeah, Chargers again going through the middle with Des. This time they couldn't really connect. Des tried to tip it out of bounds.
Float serve. High ball way outside. Waldring. There's a really interesting play. Really tight to the net and just swiping that ball. No real decision to put it in the court. He's just going for a hand.
No, notice he was too close to the net. He notices he has a big blocker in front of him, just wipes it out off the block. Scores for the Chargers. Chargers up 2 points, adverse serving. Out of bounds, not the best contact there. A little bit of a low toss. Advert currently ranked 5th in aces per set.
He can be a little bit streaky. Once he gets that right rhythm, though, those balls are tough. There's a perfect pass. Outside it goes and down, Stodola. And that's that little split in the block that you see, right? Because you have to respect that middle.
Yes, that's what a good pass does to your team. You allow your setter to have all of the options. That was a perfect A-plus pass. Good job on the Capilano side to getting to the outside, but Kyle.
High ball set. Ball is dug, and over it goes. Another chance from the right side, but this one is put down with authority.
Yeah, Luke, number 14, Lkwugen. Great job here so far by the right side.
Big Abbotsford hitter, Abbotsford boy though, out of MEI Secondary School. Another perfect pass. Out of the pipe comes Adolfsson. So pass and hit. A good sign early. That passing is right on the money from him. We've talked about this before. Left side's really anchoring that back row because they got to pass and they've got to attack.
Yeah, not an easy play there by Advert. Good sign for the Chargers here tonight. Able to pass a perfect pass and hit the pipe. Eli serving now.
Waldring, super high toss, over bump and pumped down. And setters love that, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
They come down like a peacock.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me. Feathers are showing.
Yeah, perfect overpass there for Rappin. Great job here by Eli. He has such a high toss. If he hits that ball properly, it's always going to put the Blues in a tough position here at Pisces.
And this one is a little bit wide. And those first contacts are so important, whether it's on the serve or whether it's on the pass. This one, oh, it's a sniveler off the top of the net. And it's so difficult because you think that ball is coming hard, so your weight's a little bit on your heels, and then it just kind of drops in.
Yeah, you were waiting to absorb the impact of the ball, but at the last second, it just touches the net and drops.
Big serve, but handled. Here come the Chargers. Over bump, another opportunity on the offense, but it's flushed. This time it is put down by Matt Rappin, but he's saying, referee is saying that he is.
Yeah, that was an illegal setting by Oliver. Oliver took that first ball with his hands.
I see.
And then because Rappin dumped it, it counts as an attack. So therefore, it counts as a set for Oliver. Liberos cannot hand set inside the 3-meter line.
Stodola over the block. Free ball opportunity coming. Here it comes him in. Outside Stodola on the tip. And this one is down.
Yeah, tight set there for Stodola on the left side. Realizes does not have much space, just a little tip over the block. And no defense was able to bring that ball up. Stodola scores, Chargers rotate. Stodola serving.
He's another Charger. He's got a great serve when it's on and cause teams all kinds of trouble. Here's a down ball opportunity for the Chargers. Out of the pipe they come, but it's dug. Oh, back row, dug by the Chargers. Tight to the net. Little set over. Here's an opportunity for Edvard, and it is out of bounds. And he loves to go that really sharp cross-court shot, but from a standstill, you need a lot of elevation for that.
Yeah, not the best decision there. Did not have an approach. Scramble play on the Chargers side. Tried to go for the sharp cross, whereas he should have really gone for the deep corner. Unforced mistake. Blues score.
And this one is just out of bounds. And that sets up Huxley Wendland, Kamloops, BC native. In his second year with the Chargers. See what he can do. He's going to go with the big topspin serve, and it is just long. A lot of high-risk serving in men's volleyball.
Yeah, a lot more heat behind those serves on men's volleyball. So you expect to see a little bit of more mistakes. A little minimal margin there for Huxley.
Well, there was a big serve. Had top spin, side spin, all kinds of spin on it. And that was Reese Nowotny. See if he can repeat that. Down the line he goes, but it's handled by Adolfson, who goes down the line, and it's a line error. No touch on the block at all.
Yeah, tried to go for the line shot. Sometimes it's really not about trying to hit it out of bounds and trying to find a blocker. Just pick the corner, reach it high, and hopefully that will take care of it. Mistake there, unforced mistake there by the Blues this time.
It takes a lot of nerve to go into the block, but if you're hitting high elbow, hard snap of the wrist, it's a lot better than hitting it out of bounds. Here we go, back to the first rotation for the Chargers. High ball, three-man block, kept alive though. Another opportunity. Two-man block. Oh, net was wiggling all over the place, but it was the attacker, not the blockers there. So the Chargers scored that point.
Yeah, great job by the Chargers blockers of setting up a good block, not touching the net, being disciplined there, and then in the end, outlasting the Blues.
So we are at 11 all here in the opening set. Another high ball, and this one is closed down. You could see Waldring on the outside there. Good penetration.
Yeah, good penetration. Eli, athletic, opposite hitter, notices the Blues left side passed that ball almost in position 6 and had to go all the way out to hit that ball. So he took the right angle on the line shot. Good block by Eli.
This pass is good. You know it's going to go into the middle, but it is just out of bounds.
Yeah, Das doing a good job on touching on those balls through the middle. Just a little bit more penetration would do the work there. Sometimes it's also about bad luck.
Yeah,
great job by the Blues middle blocker as well.
Was well read. Over bump. Here's a chance for the Blues as they go to the back row, but the athlete took off in front of the 3-meter line.
Yeah, that was Shub Wonder. Tapped on the line. Even though it was a tip, it was above the tape, so that still counts as an attack. Point Chargers. Chargers rotate, adverse serving.
And this one is cross court into position 1, a beauty, untouched on the floor. So it is 14-12 for the Chargers. They have a 2-point gap.
Yeah, great job by Advard. Doesn't really hit, it's not like the fastest service, but he has a great technique, picks his options, his spots. Another great serve there.
Here we're coming from the right side. Oh, this one is inside the 3-meter line and straight down. And that was number 15 hitting that shot, Torin Kwan. Or was that number 16 rather? Yeah. Kyle Hinchy.
Yeah, number 16,
yeah, Kyle Hinchy.
Third year.
Waldring. He's got great hops right on top of that block. As having a much better year this year than we've seen in the past. Able to use his athleticism.
Yeah, has so much potential, right? Physical potential. We're hoping to see a lot more of this tonight from Eli.
Back or right side shot, Doug. Here it's tight to the net. Chargers keeping it alive. Amazing play, Stadola. Oh, and this one's kept alive as well. Here's a chance for the Chargers. Trying to go for the recycle. Now they're going to the outside, and it's the big left hand on the left side, and that is a really difficult block to make.
Yeah, it's a difficult block. A left-handed player hitting from the left side. I believe he also has like a inverted approach where he jumps off his right leg, his left leg, and still hits with his left arm. So, you know, tough to read.
Goofy-footed.
Goofy-footed. Okay, so yeah, great job here by the left side.
Bit of an errant pass taken. Here's the lib making the set on the tip into the middle of the court. And there's a double contact called, ball handling error. And that sets up Waldring. Had a couple of good serves the last time around. Loves to toss that ball way in the stratosphere.
Yeah, if he hits it properly, if it's a good contact with the ball, expect the Blues to be in trouble.
Oh, and that is exactly what you were talking about. And the location right in that seam between the passers, that is tough to get up. And so the Blues will take a timeout as Camosun opens a 3-point lead. It is 17-14. Camosun is on top in set number 1 against the Capilano Blues. Substitution being made right now. Hinchley is coming off. And looks like number 6, Xavier Maztak, coming on. Hinchley not known for his passing skills. And Waldring changed to a float serve there and put it straight out of bounds. So it was a good substitution for Capilano. Into the net. So the teams are trading missed serves there.
Off the timeout, both teams not ready to come back to the game.
Got to refocus here.
We'll see what Stadola can do.
Oh, and he puts a tough one in. It's out going outside. The ball is dug. Here's a chance for Edvard off the blocker's hands. Back row shot. Oh, what a dig. Chargers still alive. Here comes the middle and almost dug again, but finally the Blues just keep coming.
Yeah, great job here by the Chargers defense. Clean net for Luke on that C ball, and then Oliver one-hand dig on a clean net.
Yeah, West Haven, that was really good defense there. Very low center of gravity. Big left-handed serve coming here. A perfect pass. In the middle it goes. Kept alive. And that ball off the block came straight on top of the net. Really heads-up play for the Blues to put it down.
Yes, scramble play there on both sides. Blues outlasting the Chargers, now down just 1 point. Blues 17, Chargers 18.
And that was Nowotny showing really good awareness there. Talked about these big spin serves and how difficult it is to control them, and there's a perfect example. Not much that Rappin could do, so he decided to put it over, but the block said, not today, my friend.
Yeah, Xavier just got in the game. Great heads-up play there. Notices the tight pass. Rappin tried the dump, not effective. Blues tied this first set.
And a bit of an errant pass. It's a back row attack. Waldron coming in. And did he get a piece of the hands? No, everybody is saying, not me. And so all of a sudden there's a 3-point swing, and now the Chargers have to take a timeout.
Get on board with the BC Ferries Connector, convenient, full-service cross-water travel between Victoria and Vancouver. No waits, and you are guaranteed on board for multiple sailings each day. Visit our website for more information.
Welcome back to the action. The team's just coming onto the floor after that Chargers timeout. Coach Calvin Ma wanting to try to disrupt the rhythm of these Blues as they have been on a roll, 3 points in a row here, and to see if the Chargers now can get a decent pass and stop them. Off the net it goes, high ball to the outside Edvard, but it's Doug. Here's another chance from the wing and kept alive. Oh, and a miscommunication on the part of Capilano. So the Chargers fortunate there to get out of this rotation and tie this set at 19.
Yeah, unforced mistake there by the Blues. Usually in those situations you have someone yelling, I go, get out of my way. Nobody said a word. Free point for the Chargers.
Wendland from the end line. He's going to put some sting on that, but that is a perfect pass. And a beautiful shot right in the middle. That's kind of like a long 50 or a long kind of semi-30.
Yeah, such a tough ball to block, right? You see the approach from the middle, or you're positioning in one way, but he's jumping laterally away from the setter. Tough to read. Great job by the Blues.
And this one floats long, so that was Nowotny. The last couple times that he has served, he's put the Chargers in trouble, so a bit of a reprieve now. We are in the red zone here, 20-20. You got to keep those errors really low now. It's a back set coming. This ball is dug. Here's a chance for the Chargers in transition. They can't finish it. Can the Blues finish? Yes, they can. Straight through the block.
Yeah, Chargers with the opportunity there. Perfect dig by Oliver. Rappin tried to call his middle on that one-on-one situation. Sometimes, you have Eli on the net, your go-to hitter. Transition opportunities, you've got to capitalize.
Float serve here. And there's the one we're talking about. Into the middle. A bit of a force. But as long as your hitter is there, they have an opportunity to do something with it.
Yeah, and I really like the way Rapping plays. He really likes to force that middle. Sometimes, it might not be the best option, but that last time proved to be a great job so far by the senior.
Big serve here now for Adolfson. Chargers need this one, and it's a good one, but it's a perfect pass right in the middle, and this one is cross court and down. Good elevation on that shot.
Yeah, great elevation. Allowed him to find that sharp angle. Didn't have much heat behind that ball. Just picked his spot and hit it. No chance for the Chargers.
So back and forth we go now. Who's going to blink first? This one is taken, and it is set over the net. An offensive play. The setter is back row, so that is a violation. So that gives the Blues a 2-point lead here, 23-21. And the opportunity to pad that lead on this big spin serve, but it's into the net. So the Chargers get one back.
Chargers down a point now, have Des. He has a good float serve. Chargers cannot keep trading points here if they want to have a chance here on this first set.
Arthur's really important here. Where is he going to go? He's going cross court. That's a great pass. Back set. And that one is hammered. And that was the 6'9" monster shot there from Teagan. Or Tygan, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, great job here by Luke. Fastball to the right side. Used all of his height in order to hit that ball almost over the top of the block. Deep shot. Great job here by the right side.
And it is set point now. And this is Quinton Middleton putting this ball into play. It's a float serve. Handled by Adolfson in the middle. It's a back set. Waldring, and he's power tipping that one down. Little tight set there.
Tight set there. Eli notices it. Knows he doesn't have the space to hit that ball. Chooses a power tip. Proved to be the right decision. And now he's back on the end line.
And a big serve here. Do you go for it or do you tone it down a little? He decides to tone it down. It was a really good serve. And it's hit out of bounds, so now we are all tied out. That's an interesting choice to go away from your power serve at such a critical moment, but it paid dividends.
Interesting choice, especially because on his previous serve, he went for a float and missed. So props to Eli here.
Doing it again. This one's cut off halfway, and the block is there. The Chargers... Oh, that was a really strange play because I don't even know Wendland if he even knew he was going to make that block.
Yeah, very interesting play there. He jumped with the setter and on his way down, one-hand block. Chargers up a point.
They are up a point and the Blues take a timeout. The Chargers were 3 points down, including a set point, and have fought their way back and now have a set point themselves. It is 25-24. Eli Waldring is on the end line, has a great spin serve, but has made two fabulous float serves, puts another one in, and this handcuffs the Blues, but this one is crushed. And that is down the line. Luke Tygan, he just buried that one.
Yeah, great shot here by the right side. two blockers in front of him. Kyle decided not to go in front of the ball and take rather his cross-court shot. Proved to be the bad decision.
25 all. Great pass, and it's a really quick ball, and it is out of bounds. I think that one was a little tight to the net.
Yeah, good pass there. A little bit too tight, too close to position 3-4. Good set by Matthew. Just Huxley could not connect.
Set point here, and that is served out of bounds. So we are back and forth. These teams evenly matched as they are in the standings.
As they are in the standings, yes.
So Stadola has an opportunity to score a point for his team.
Stadola being pretty consistent with his services over the season.
Oh, and he put some meat on that one. High ball set off the block, and it ricochets out of bounds. And you got to give credit because the Blues are swinging. I mean, they are swinging hard, even though it's a crucial situation.
Every chance that they get, being really aggressive here. They know they had the opportunity at 24-22. I believe this is their fourth set point, so they're trying really hard to finish off this first set here.
Chargers on the pass, back set. Waldring out of the back row, goes with the tip. Edvard goes with a little roll shot, but it doesn't clear the net, and that will do it as the Capilano Blues take set number 1, 28-26.
What is your path? Your path can be long. It can be short, winding, or straight. Sometimes it takes you on unknown, rough, and hilly terrain. And sometimes it's familiar, smooth, and flat. What a path does best is take you from where you are to where you want to be. And, like most journeys, it helps to have a friendly face with you. At Camosun College, we walk with you, with respect and honor, helping you go through the obstacles in your way, or cheering as you move out front and forge your own path. And always, no matter what path you take, we'll be there with you. Your path to community. Your path to creativity. Your path to opportunity. Your path to success. Camosun College.
We are just about set for the start of set number 2. After a really entertaining set 1, the lead going back and forth, especially right at the end. The Blues managing to eke out the victory. So the Chargers now will have to elevate the level of their game if they want to tie this one up.
Yeah, the smallest of the margins there. And like you said, Charles, the Blues hitting everything in front of them, whereas the Chargers on that last play there, a couple of tips and road shots. We'll see how they come back for this second set here.
There's a back row shot, and this one is blocked. But again, coming out of the back row, there's no tipping, no rolling. It is all just straight power volleyball. And that time, Lkwugen got blocked. Ball goes in. High set. Here's set to the outside. The big lefty is there. But so are the Chargers. Off the hands. Kept alive. Good rally here. There's a pipe shot, and it is wide. So the Chargers hanging on there are able to score the point and take a 2-0 lead. Early stages here.
Yeah, good job by the Chargers blockers, touching on all of the balls, making the Blues' life a lot harder. Luke.
Another right side attack. Loving that pipe. Giving Tygan all kinds of work there.
Yeah, Luke definitely their go-to hitter. 6'9", playing the opposite position.
Also keeps that other blocker for the Chargers, has to stay at home, so he can't cheat. Pass is made, inside the block it goes, it's a foot save. Kept alive. Here come the Chargers in transition. It's back row, or back side rather. Kept alive. Free ball. Chargers in motion. And it is off the block and out of bounds. Waldering, elevating, and crushing.
Yeah, great job. Great fight here by both teams. Lots of block touches. Defense working really hard on both sides. Some good rallies here so far in this second set. Chargers up 2 points as we're serving for the Camosun Chargers.
Yes, entertaining volleyball to be sure. And this one is a little long from Edvard Adolfsson. And that sets up number 11, Shub Wander from Mission, BC. 6'3" lefty playing on the left side, which is unusual. Serving down the line, not with pace, but scores the point. That should never happen.
Yeah, conscious serve there by Shub. Not too much heat behind that ball, but perfect execution down the line. Great job here by number 11.
And there's an over bump. Kept alive by Waldring. Stadola. High ball back set. Tip off the block. Kept alive. And then now a miscommunication between the Chargers. I'm not sure what was going on there, but at the end of the day, it kind of just dropped off Adolfsson's hands.
Yeah, same thing happened with the Blues last set. That ball is up in the middle of the court. You have two players around it. Nobody, takes it for themselves, and the ball drops. Point Blues.
And an over bump, Adolfsson. And that one is put home for the point, and all of a sudden now Blues are up 2. So it shows you the value of great serving, as we've seen Shub Wander on the end line, putting the Chargers in trouble. And here they are again back at about the 12-meter line, but it's down.
Yeah, great job here by Stadola. Out of system situation for the Chargers. Two blockers in front of him. He finds some space between the antenna and the base blocker. Got the Chargers out of that hole. That 4-point swing for the Blues, and Chargers rotate. That's serving.
Good pass coming from the Blues. It's a little tight to the net. Yeah, funny little play there, but it scores. And, interesting stat, Ed. reading about high-level men's volleyball. The two biggest predictors of winning and losing are ace serves and ability to score out of system. So that's why you see these high-risk serves, because they are a predictor of winning and losing. There's a problem for the Chargers, but they managed to keep it in play. And Doug, can they put it away now after all that action? Yes, they can.
Yeah, great job here by Oliver. Digging that ball down the line from Tygan. Allowing the Chargers to go for that transition opportunity. Heads up play there by Stodola, just tipping it off the block and out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like Tygan came down on his ankle a little there, so I'm rolling it. But he appears to be okay as he walks back on that missed serve.
Yeah, and then the difference here, 2-point lead for the Blues. I can remember just 2 points here on the Chargers where they just dropped the ball, and another beautiful ace here.
That is a bullet.
Great job by Luke. Wow, what a serve.
There's another one, but this one is long. Okay, Stodola is on the end line. Let's see if he can put the Blues in trouble. No, that one into the net. So it is a 3-point gap now for the guests. And coming up to serve now, that is number 6, that Xavier Maztak. Oh, and he puts a big one in, but it's passed well. Out of the back row they come. And that one just manages to scoot over the net.
Yeah, good luck there for Stodola. Off the pipe. Just being aggressive. Got rewarded there by his aggressiveness. That ball just off the tape and out of bounds. No chance for the, and down. No chance for the Blues.
And Chargers now get one back. This is a over bump. There's a joust there. And the referee saying that Adolfson touched the net on that joust with the much smaller setter. Not sure if it was a knee or if it was on the top of the tape. Either way, ball goes over to the Blues. And this one is right on the tape, force in the middle, and that is not going anywhere as that was read perfectly. And Kelvin Ma has seen enough. He's got to stop the bleeding, so he calls a timeout.
Get on board with the BC Ferries Connector, convenient, full-service cross-water travel between Victoria and Vancouver. No waits, and you are guaranteed on board for multiple sailings each day. Visit our website for more information.
The Chargers trailing 11-7 in set number 2, and Eduardo, the kind of the flow seems to have gone away from the Chargers a little bit.
Yeah, the Chargers seem a little bit out of it right now. 3 missed serves by my counts. I remember a couple of balls dropping, and then even though there was people around and nobody went for it, and that really, you know, right now a 4-point difference could be worse. Blues definitely with all the momentum here on the second set.
Spin serve. High ball to the outside, and this one is out of bounds. Edvard Adolfsson trying to go deep cross court over the top of that block, or maybe touch some hands, but unsuccessful. So that gap now is 5 points.
Yeah, good decision there by Edvard. Just a little bit out of bounds. 3 blockers in front of him, and really that's what happens when you're playing from behind. You gotta take more risks. You gotta do things that you usually don't. And sometimes mistakes will happen. The thing is, when those mistakes happen when you're still at the start of the set,
right.
Allowing the other team to get ahead of you, and now you got to play from behind, and it gets really tough.
The key is you got to keep playing, you got to keep going, and try to win that flow back to your side of the net. Volleyball is a game of momentum. And this one is long as Nowotny bangs it out of bounds. Langley, British Columbia. So the Chargers now are at the end line, and Matt Rappin, the setter out of Prince Albert, the senior, puts it into play. Float serve, taken in the outside, and then that left hand down the line, but it is just out of bounds.
Yeah, very dynamic player, Schaub.
Yeah.
Pass that ball inside the court, still able to go all the way out and hit it, just a little bit too much out of bounds.
And clearly they're going after a Wander. Every ball seems to be heading in his direction, but that one outside the court, the Wander spied it and left it.
Yeah, unforced mistakes really hurting the Chargers here on the second set.
This is Liam Martin, puts this one in. And a beautiful shot in the middle after a great pass.
Des Arthurs, the third-year hometown guy from Victoria, graduated from St. Andrews.
And a substitution being made now as Adolfsson is coming out. And coming into the match is Jake Bolton. Another player with big hops. And this float is cut off. Dug by Bolton. High ball set, stood all over the top. And little roll shot. Kept alive. Somehow or other the Chargers keep it going, but finally it is put away by Wander. And hands up, a big celebration there.
Yeah, great effort here by the Chargers, great defense, but then Chubb. Not the fastest hit there, but he picks his spots, has great technique, can put the ball wherever he wants, and now from the service line, we'll see what he got.
And he is a strong server with that top spin, side spin, but it slides out of the court. Good recognition on the Chargers. And that sets up Des Arthurs. Arthur's going with that float. Handled easily into the middle it goes. Beautiful save, an opportunity for the Chargers. And there is a net violation, I believe, that has been called. Not sure who it was on, but it was one of the Chargers, so still a 4-point gap. It's 15-11 in set number 2. The Blues are up 1-0. Oh, and a bit of a miscommunication there. Bit of an ugly play all around, but in the end, it worked for the Chargers.
Well, finally, the Blues with a miscommunication mistake here of their own. Chargers, much needed point there.
Waldring off the tape, and it's in. Ball in the middle. Was it touched by the Chargers? Here's another opportunity. A little tip, and that scores.
Yeah, Blues.
I thought there was about 7 touches on that ball, but obviously the block got a piece of it.
Yeah, and I think Blues were complaining about that tip going over the antenna. It has to be inside the antenna. If it's over, it's considered out of bounds, but not what the ref saw. Point Chargers, Eli.
So Waldring is back to his spin serve. That's his bread and butter. And this float serve, or this push tip is cut off. Looked like it was going out of bounds.
Yeah, pretty high tip there. I mean, that has to be an unforced mistake by the Chargers. You know, you definitely want to bring that ball up and give yourself the opportunity. Blues rotate.
Oh, a low serve there. Here's a shot down the line, and Novotny, that's a beauty. Just across his body without even rotating, and scores that point.
Yeah, great hit there by number, I believe that was number 6, Xavier, on the left side. Fastball to the left side, doesn't even have to look where he's hitting. Crossbody down the line. Beautiful shot here by the Blues left side.
There's some question here on the rotation for the Blues, but seems to be all resolved. The big serve coming in, passes there, and the block's in the middle. Another chance for the Chargers. This one is off the head of the blockers and out of bounds. I think maybe that one was off Maztak. No, it was off number 12. That was Nowotny.
Stodola now from the service line.
Good pass from the Blues. Kept alive. Oh, and a huge block in the middle. As Stodola comes and hits that ball straight ahead. The blocker just there and wrapped it.
Yeah, Stodola trying to bring his team back to this game, trying to score on that tough ball. Good job by the Blues blocker here.
So you get the feeling that the Chargers need to make a push here in the next few minutes. Otherwise, this one will slip away as they still trail by 3 points. So next few sequences really important. Ball flushed down. Nobody there reading that one.
Yeah, Liam Martin. Good heads-up play there by the Blues setter. His listed as 6'2". I don't think that's.
I don't think he's that tall.
Yeah, so
that's on the tall day.
Great job here by number 4.
First thing in the morning. And this one is down the line, and Bolton just left it. I think he thought it was out. Didn't have a lot of pace, but boy, did it have pinpoint location.
Yeah, perfect execution here by Reese.
20-15 now, 5-point gap has opened. This one, hand pass, high ball set to the outside. Bolton is dug. Chance for the Blues in transition, but that was an ugly set, and it is called immediately.
Yeah, Chargers still in this one, 4-point deficit. We got Rappin now, so 3 attackers on the net. Hopefully.
Yes, we saw this in the last set. They were down 3 and managed to come back and be up by 1. So the momentum can really switch here. And Rappin not able to dig that. Looked like he was playing way inside.
Yeah, seemed like a ball that was, you could dig that, but props to the Blues team here. Tough pass. Liam fixing that ball for Luke, and then he scores.
And that ball off the block and out of bounds. Waldring showing some of his muscle.
fastball to the outside. Woldring hits it hard and deep off the block. Chargers rotate down 4 points.
21-17. Bolton is on the float serve. In the middle it goes. No block around there, and that was a quick play on the part of the Blues.
Yeah, great job here by the Blues. Liam Martin, the setter, wasn't a perfect pass, but still able to find his middle off the net. Great job here by the Blues team.
Shub Nowotny, lefty. Right side it goes. Kept alive. Blues in transition with a chance to score. Kept alive. What a dig. Another chance to score by the Blues. Right side again. And this one is hit out of bounds. There's no touch on the block. So the Chargers very lucky to get away with one there.
Yeah, close call there. Luke thought he had it. Chargers able to rotate and still down 4 points.
Here's a high ball set way too tight from the net, and a very smart play from Tygan there as he just showed the block and pulled his hands away.
Yeah, he's already there, right? 6'9", so
yeah.
Just bring his hands up already over the tape. But great heads-up play there by the opposite.
Well, he knew he was going to get tooled, so he just pulled those hands away. Oh, a good play. And this one is served out of bounds. 23-19 now.
Chargers definitely picked up their game throughout this second set. But again, remember how we started the second set? 5-point difference now. Or 4-point difference now. You know, those unforced mistakes really hurting the Chargers here at the end.
And that makes it difficult when you put it into the net. 24, and we have another set point here. In fact, they have 4 set points. Here's a transition play, and that was another flush that didn't flush. And that was a plugged toilet there.
Yeah, Liam trying to end things by himself, feeling comfortable, feeling good about his team, about what he's doing on the court. Blues still in a very good position to finish off this second set here.
Stadola. See if he can bring them back. Oh, and that one touches the tape. Falls into the middle. So the Chargers staying alive.
Yeah, Blues will take some time now cleaning the court. No need to call for a timeout. See if they can throw Stadola out of his rhythm. Stadola's been a pretty consistent server through the season. Not many mistakes from the service line there. So expect another good serve from number 9.
Well, this one is in. High ball set. Off the block and out of bounds it goes, and that will be the set as the Blues take a 25-21 set number 2. They lead 2-0.
What is your path? Your path can be long. It can be short, winding, or straight. Sometimes it takes you on unknown, rough, and hilly terrain. And sometimes it's familiar, smooth, and flat. What a path does best is take you from where you are to where you want to be. And, like most journeys, it helps to have a friendly face with you. At Camosun College, we walk with you, with respect and honor, helping you go through the obstacles in your way, or cheering as you move out front and forge your own path. And always, no matter what path you take, we'll be there with you. Your path to community. Your path to creativity. Your path to opportunity. Your path to success. Camosun College.
Welcome back to Interurban, the home of the Camosun College campus. And we are in the Pacific Sport Institute for Sport Education for this Friday night volleyball tilt. Capilano Blues have lived up to their billing, and they are up 2-0 right now over the Chargers. Both of these teams battling for playoff position, but so far the more consistent of the two has been Capilano, although Camosun has shown some pretty good streaks of great volleyball.
Yeah, I think you're right. The difference really is about the consistency here. Consistency in being aggressive on their hits for the Blues, consistency from the passing line, and not too many serving mistakes. Another good serve there by the Blues.
And Stadola, a bit of an errant pass, but he came in and really hit that ball well. Three-man block and still went cross court.
Yeah, if the Chargers want to turn this around, they're definitely going to need more from Stadola and Eli. Both of the go-to hitters for the Chargers, so expect to see more volume here towards the end.
Well, that's what you need right there. Stadola reaching over. And that ball going from his hands to the floor in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, great two-man block there for the Chargers. Trying to slow down Luke on the right side. A great start here for the Chargers on this third set.
This ball is tight to the net. Kept alive, though. Here's an opportunity. Chargers making that dig. And here comes Stadola.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. Out of system play, a high ball set there. Everybody knew it was going to be Stadola. And an approach going out of the court and still hits that ball down the line. Perfect shot there by Stadola. Stadola 3, Blues nothing on this third set.
And finally, it is out of the middle for the score for the Blues.
Yeah, Blues finally rotate. Textbook side out there. Perfect pass. Running through the middle. Blues rotate.
Stadola off the blocker's hands, so he has amped up his game here in set number 3. And that's really what you need. You need somebody that's going to take that team and kind of put them on their back and show them the way, right?
Yeah, especially after you're down 2-0. You need something different. You know what you've been doing is not working, so you might as well just go for one guy only most of the time and see if that works.
Touch on the block, kept alive by the Chargers. Opportunity for Bolton. He's blocked, but again, it's kept alive. This time it is Waldring, kept alive again. Another chance. Oh, this is a great rally. Back and forth it goes. But finally, it's a miscommunication on the Capilano side of the court. Irvin Brar, the coach, up on his feet, kind of saying, come on, boys, we can do better than that.
Yeah, great cover here on the Chargers side. Block on the right side, but then Oliver kept that ball up, and then in the end, Chargers outlasting the Blues. Todola serving now.
And you could see that toss was a little bit low. Ball is too far in front of him. But it is 5-2.
Yeah, he's been having a good third set here. So, you know, even if it's not a perfect toss, he'll try to hit it anyways.
Waldring trying to go around the block, but it is out of bounds, and that's the one you want to see him take a hand.
Yes, I like the aggressiveness there. Missed it by a little. Blues score, down 2 points now.
Perfect pass. Out of the pipe it comes. And off the blocker's hands and down, so the Chargers score that point.
Yeah, it's Todola being the go-to here on this third set. I believe he has maybe 5 of the Chargers' 6 points. Lots of volume here towards number 9.
And the Chargers block is a little bit late. And this is the
Sugar is
first time that we've seen Sugar in for this match, I think.
Yeah, we started with Huxley and Des, and now we got Lachlan coming in, number 11.
From Australia, there's an over bump. And you're going to pay the price when it's set up that way. And that was Shub Wander, that lefty, on right on top of that one.
Yeah, great float serve by Quentin Middleton.
Bolton with the tip. It's kept alive, but it's out of bounds.
Yeah.
But the one thing that you've got to give credit to this Capilano team, because they're still working hard, even though they were down like 4, 5, 6 points. They still kept working hard, and now it's a 2-point game. So when you get up on top of a team, you got to keep going.
Got to keep going, and they're not going to go down without a fight. This is a very tough Capilano Blues team here.
Off the tape it goes. Oh, a nice save to bring it back. Free ball for the Chargers. Sugar. And that is a quick 1-2 right there.
Yeah, great job there by Lachlan, getting some early volume here on this third set. Perfect transition pass, and props to Eli from the service line. Just ripped one off there. Hopefully he can make another one.
Oh, saved again. I'm not sure how that happened. Oh, there's Bolton, another dig. Kept alive. High ball outside. And finally, it's a little tip that brings down the tower.
Yeah, Bolton with a couple of tips, scoring on both. Interestingly enough, we've been talking so much about being aggressive and hitting the ball, and then Jake comes in, a couple of tips and scoring both.
Well, Wander on that last serve, he just got hit right in the midsection. Didn't even get his hands on it.
Yeah, great run here by Eli. There we go.
Over the net it goes and down. So Waldring has also decided to up his level of play.
And that's the confidence thing, right? You can tell just by his motion, by his arm speed. He has that confidence going on right now.
And at 10-5, It is a Blues timeout.
Get on board with the BC Ferries Connector, convenient, full-service cross-water travel between Victoria and Vancouver. No waits, and you are guaranteed on board for multiple sailings each day. Visit our website for more information.
Well, the Chargers have started set 3 with guns a-blazing as they have taken a 10-5 lead led by Stodola, and that man on the service line, Eli Waldring. But this one is into the tape after that timeout. And now the referee is having words with the Capilano team. I think he may be referring to their bench, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think emotions are running high. Both benches, you know, kind of exchanging celebrations and yelling at each other kind of thing. So, you know, referees just, okay guys, behave yourselves a little bit better.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with healthy rivalry. And a great serve scores a point for the Blues. Chargers not able to track that one down, so they've cut the gap now to 3, but it's still a 10-7 lead for the Chargers.
Yeah, can't lose your focus because of situations like that. And here comes Luke again with a good serve.
Oh, and that's a beauty. And that's the advantage of having that kind of height, is that you can make that ball drop on, say, the 4-meter line cross court. Whereas if you're smaller, it's going deeper, gives the other opponent more time to set up. And it's a straight up rip. And Bolton off the blocker's hands. I'm not sure if those Chargers are tipping because the ball is too tight.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, Jake's been pretty effective here since he got in. I believe that's his 3rd point on 3 tips. You know, if it's scoring, keep doing it.
Sure.
Yeah, good for Jake. And serving the ball now.
And there's an overbump. Stodola is right there. Heads up play. Down it goes. Chargers by 4.
Yeah, Jake has a good float serve. Pretty consistent. And a lot of times you don't really need much in order to put the other team out of system. A good, well-placed float serve will do the trick. And there goes Jake again, this time out of bounds.
Shub Wander on the end line now. Looking for his topspin, side spin lefty. This one's handled out of the pipe. Doug. Oh, great shot on the return. Cross court. Nobody around that ball at all. So a point scored. And a lot of it comes on the strength of that serve, and we've been talking about that. It's not an ace, but it forces like a 2 pass or less. There's a perfect pass, and perfectly read. Center's front row, that offside blocker's just sliding over.
Yeah, that means the Blues blockers, they're well aware of what Rappin is trying to do. They forgot about the opposite, the right side, and 2 blockers in front of the middle. And an ace for Schaub.
3 in a row, and suddenly that lead virtually disappears because it's 12-12. So it doesn't take very long. One good serving run. The Chargers have to get out of this. They can't give away points in bunches. Waldring, you can hear him calling for that ball. That's a good sign. Give it to me.
Yeah, that's a great sign. No tips, no road shots, just straight power. Great job here by number 8, and good run there by Shub Wonders. Just brought the Capilano Blues back to this third set here from the service line.
Oh, sure. See what he can do. He's got an interesting serve. It's a bit of a hybrid. It goes with the hard one there. High ball coming from the right side. Block is there, but can't stop it.
Yeah, too big of a gap there between the base blocker and the middle blocker. And then Lkwugen.
Kept alive. Here's a chance from the wing. And it's off the Camosun's hands. Looked like Matt Rappner's hands and out of bounds. So now we see a shift in that score as the Blues have taken a lead. Mostly on the strength of some really challenging serving. Block is there. Another chance for Stadola, but he's got to tip that ball over. Here come the Blues. 3 men in motion, and that one is hit to the floor with authority.
Yeah, one-on-one situation on the left side. Down the line, perfect execution there by the Blues left side.
And after that, the Camosun Chargers decide they need to talk about it, and they take a timeout. Back to the live action here. 15-13 for the Blues over the Chargers in set number 3. Blues enjoying a 2-0 lead so far. Bolton on that pass, and there's a big block coming from this Capilano team. And they have extended that lead now to 3 points.
Yeah, and then after the start of this third set, whereas the Blues didn't start very well and the Chargers were on top of things, but now the Blues, not many mistakes from the service line, putting a lot of pressure on the Chargers passing line.
Yeah, they've really pushed, haven't they? Good play there from Waldring as he had a big 1-foot takeoff there, but again, it's about hitting that ball. And he took a rip at it off the blocker's hands.
Yeah, great job there by Eli, adjusting his approach and still hitting the ball.
There's that right side, down the line. Bolton makes the save. Free ball coming across. Here's the Blues, opportunity everywhere, but it's hit out of bounds. So an unforced error there scores the point for the Chargers. So that's pretty much textbook that it's never dead. That ball's still in the air. You got to keep playing hard.
Yeah, Chargers very fortunate here with that hit out of bounds. Now down only 1 point.
Nice serve over to position 1. High ball set. There's the tip, but it's dug. Here's the chance. Kept alive. Off the block and out of bounds it goes. Waldring gets wiped. That was a good shot, though.
Yeah, I think that was number 6, Xavier.
Yes, he came in off the bench and has played really well. Off the block, this one goes. Waldring again. High ball. This one he misses. So it's another error for the Chargers as they drop to 3 points. Or rather, they drop 3 points from tied to 18-15 now. That net's rattling all over the place, but the referees aren't calling anything. Here's an opportunity for the Chargers. Right side, Stadola is dug. This will be a big momentum change, but the Blues can't win the point.
Yeah, great job by the Blues defense here. They had the opportunity to actually, go up by 4 points. Again, Chargers fortunate that there was a mistake by the Blues.
Tygan didn't swing on that. He tried to tip that ball over, a power tip. All night he's been hitting that and hitting it hard. So the Chargers still very much in this and playing well. And this ball is hit out of bounds, no touch. So now it is a 1-point match.
Yeah, and now all of the mistakes from the Blues, right? Not a couple, but 3 unforced mistakes here by the Blues, bringing the Chargers back to this third set.
And big serve for Stadola here. Great one for him to get in, he does. And another error, this time it's Tygan trying to go just on too acute of an angle.
Yeah, trying to hit it down, that power tip as well, trying to tip it down. Not really finding his best angles there at the end of this third set here. Chargers back at it, 18-all.
Another big serve, it's an over bump. Here come the Chargers, right side, Waldring. And he gets a piece of it. So the Chargers really turning things around here. It looks pretty dire for a few moments as they were down 3 or 4 points, and Irvin Brar on the other side says, I want to take a timeout. We got to think this over. Easy in set number 3 of this best of 5 matchup. The Capilano Blues are up 2-0, had a 3 or 4 point lead over the Chargers, but they have battled back and now are up by 1. It's 19-18. And there's a block. Actually, the referee's saying no, it did not touch the block. It was 4 hits. So the Chargers now are up by 2, and they are the first to 20 here. 5 more points to get.
Yeah, Blues complaining a little bit about that call. Not fully agreeing with that call by the referee. But it is what it is. Stadola back on the service line.
It always is what it is.
No challenge on the PACWEST.
And Waldring, oh, now the referee is calling. He's over. That is, well.
Tough one there, right? We know what the rule says. If there's nobody playing that ball, Eli is allowed to penetrate over the net. But, you know, tough one there to call.
Yeah.
Blue score.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Right side attack. This one is out of bounds, no touch, and all of a sudden it is tied. We are at 20-20. Interesting how one play can change the demeanor of a set.
Yeah, it's such an emotional game, hey? You can't really lose your focus over a referee call or over a missed point.
Nope, you have to keep going. And this one is long. So the Chargers get one back, and they are up by one, trying to take this third set and keep this match going.
And the Blues really keeping the Chargers on this set here. A lot of mistakes here at the end of this third set.
And Waldring was there, but that ball hit by Wander off his hands and out across the court. So we are trading side outs here. Now it's going to be a battle of consistency. Simple float serve. Bolton on the attack. He's got a tip. Nothing to do there. Off the blocker's hands it goes, though, and out of bounds. And you just can't tip and win in this game.
Yeah, it starts from the first contact too, right? Not the best pass there by Jake. Didn't have much time to go for that approach, and then goes for the tip. And then Luke, no mistake on that transition opportunity.
Back to the live action in set number 3. It's a tight one. Capilano up by a single point here in the late stages of this set. Have clawed their way back. They were down, but that one goes into the net, so we are tied. 22 all for the Chargers. This is all or nothing now, as they have to win this one to stay alive. For the Blues, they'd like to be able to go home early.
Yeah, another unforced mistake for the Blues. Again, keeping the Chargers alive here.
Waldring has been great from the service line. Jinx.
Yeah, Eli slowed down his movement a little bit there. Hit it into the net. 3-point Blues. Blues rotate. Luke serving.
Another guy who's been good from the service line. But Bolton puts that one cross court and scores. So we are creeping closer to the end of this set, or the end of this match. Bolton on the end line.
Yeah, this is it, Charles. Scored 2 in a row and you got the set.
Often easier said than done when you can't put the ball in the court. So that sets up a match point now for the Capilano Blues, as they are leading 24-23, and their most consistent server is on the end line. This is
Shub Wonders.
And he has been a wonder. but he can't get it done either.
Yeah.
As it is 24-all now.
Yeah, both teams feeling the end of this third set here.
Well, you know, you got to play to win, not play not to make mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah, you can tell when they slow down, they lower their elbows a little bit. We'll see what Lachlan can do here.
He puts that ball in play. In the middle it goes. Nice combination. That's a 1-2. That was Nowotny hitting that ball in the middle. Nowotny only about 6'3" for a middle. Pretty small in this league.
Yeah, no problem from him for him from the middle there, and now Blues again with match point.
He's also got a tough serve, but this one is handled easily. Outside it goes, and that is in as well. So back and forth it goes. We're going to overtime here. 25-all. Got to win by 2.
Yeah, Chargers with their Bass net lineup here. 3 attackers, Eli and Stodola.
Oh, and a weak serve there, a weak pass. It's kept alive, but an opportunity for the Blues, and they are flying in, but a poor free ball pass gives an opportunity for Eli, who tips. Kept alive. It's a back set, and it is punch down.
Yeah, another opportunity here on the right side for the Chargers. Had the opportunity to take the lead. Eli went for the tip. Blues with the opportunity, and then Luke, no mistake, hits the ball, scores for the Blues. Blues with another match point.
They need a lot of nerve here to keep this one going. Perfect pass going for the middle. Kept alive. Another chance on the outside. Going back to Stodola. He's hits that ball off the defense and scores. So both teams showing some grit when the pressure is really on.
Yeah, and then Stodola hitting, scoring on a hit, right? Tough ball there coming from behind, 2 blockers in front of him. He says, I'm going to hit it, and scores.
And he has been serving well. He can get this one in. Yes, he does. It's going to be a high ball. Cross court, and it's through the block and straight down to the floor.
Yeah, what a shot here by Luke. At the end of the third set, sees the gap in the block, hits it down.
You get the feeling there's going to be a big serve coming here. But it's handled. What a nice play in the middle, and it is put to the floor. And it splits the seam there.
Yeah, textbook side out here for the Chargers. Perfect pass on a really tough serve. And then Rappin calling for Des from the middle, and Des scores. 27-all.
And now he is back on the end line to serve. Puts this one in. It's cut off right side, down the line and out of bounds. So the Chargers not overreaching for that one, disciplined on their block. And they now have a set point opportunity.
Yeah, mistakes really killing the Blues here on this third set.
Arthurs in the middle, it's going, and you could see that one coming a mile away. It was a great hit, and the Chargers also on the net. So this one is tied up again, 28-all.
Yeah, great job by the Blues. Perfect pass, one-on-one situation in the middle.
Perfect pass. Block is there, but it's kept alive. Bolton goes down the line. That's Doug. Here's a chance. On the outside, Wander is Doug. Going back to Eli Waldring. Off the blocker's hands and kept alive. How did he make that happen? What a great rally here, folks. Bolton, and he just clubs this one way out of bounds. Kind of close your eyes and swing. But a great rally there. Both sides digging in here.
Yeah, great rally. Eli had the opportunity there on the right side, couldn't score. And then Jake went under the ball a little bit and then not the best contact there with the ball out of bounds. Blues back with match point.
Chargers now full pressure on. Need a side out here to keep this alive. Blues looking to close it out. Pass is made. Waldring down the line he goes, and what a shot.
Yeah, great shot here by Eli.
Straight up to the ceiling, and I think those lights went out.
Yeah, a lot of power behind that ball. I believe he apologized to the opposing player. Beautiful hit down the line, and that's what we love to see from Eli. Big hits.
Now he has an opportunity on the serve as well. Looks like he's going for the big spin serve. He wants this one. Takes something off it. It goes over the net and scores! Wow. Well, you can see him holding back a little bit there. Maybe he wasn't in the perfect position, but he has an opportunity now to close this out for his team. Into the net it goes. So the Blues stay alive, 30-30.
Yeah, Eli brought his team back here to this third set. Great ace off the tape, a mistake there, and now I got Lkwugen.
And he has been deadly from that end line. But this time it is handled. It is a pipe, a miscue on a pipe. So the Chargers give one up on an unforced error there on offense. So now they have to get this one back. Pass is good. High ball set. Bolton is down. It's dug. High ball. Kept alive. High ball to the outside. Another tip, and it's tipped out of bounds. Bolton cannot find the block. Out of bounds it goes. The set goes to the Capilano Blues.
Yeah, great job here by both teams. Blues showing a lot more consistency here tonight. Great effort by both teams. In the end, Blues outlasting the Chargers 3-0. Big win here for the Blues on their playoff hunt. And then tomorrow, both teams will have another chance to go at it.
Well, it was a streaky performance on both sides of the net. Chargers showing some excellent volleyball there. Great pursuit, super defense. On the other side, you could see that the offense coming from Capilano was really consistent and strong. So a very entertaining night of volleyball here, but it's the Capilano Blues who come out on top with a 3-0 win as they are on the march for a playoff spot. And the Chargers remain in the hunt. And these two teams will go at it again tomorrow right here on the interurban campus of Camosun College. Thanks for watching, everybody.